Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is testing a very important line of resistance. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment and so much more later in this video. But first, let's take a look at the 4-hour Ethereum chart. And what we've seen over the past one day is Ethereum break above this golden pocket on the 4-hour time frame. And this golden pocket is sitting at just underneath 2,900, specifically at around 2,850. And just 2 weeks ago, we found massive support at around 2,850. And only just a few days ago, we found massive resistance at that same price level as well. So that is definitely an importance level for Ethereum to hold above now. And as for some short-term resistance here on the 4-hour time frame, we've got the 78.6% Fibonacci level coming in at around $3,030, which is almost exactly where the price of Ethereum has recently found resistance at. Now switching over to the 12-hour time frame, and what we can see in all three of these indicators is the fact that they are still pointing in the bullish direction. So at least at the time of recording this video, when you're looking at all three of these 12-hour Ethereum indicators, then it would simply make sense for the price of Ethereum to stay in some sort of shorter term uptrend. But as I've been saying for quite a few days now, all of this bullish price action that Ethereum is experiencing is only shorter term bullish price action, like what we saw a month ago, just a short term bullish trend, at least until the Ethereum price starts breaking above these daily resistance levels, because a breakout of this price range to the upside is exactly what we need to see in order to confirm further bullish price action on the larger time frames. And by the way, this line of resistance is coming in at around 3,100. As you can see in these previous examples, Ethereum commonly forms these converging patterns, these triangle patterns, while the price action is bottoming out after a significant move to the downside, very similar to what we're seeing right now. But as I just said, the further recovery back to the upside only really gets confirmed after we break above this point of resistance at around 3.1k. And we can also take a look at this line of resistance on the daily time frame, extended since the beginning of December all the way down to today's price action. And over the past few months, we have found multiple points of resistance along this line. So obviously, if we see a breakout above this line of resistance, that would be our first major signal in the price action that Ethereum is beginning a larger trend to the upside, aside from those higher lows. And this line of resistance is currently coming in at around $3,000. So ideally, if we can see a confirmed breakout above around 3.1k to 3.2k above this line of resistance as well, then that is how you know that Ethereum is potentially beginning a larger trend shift back to the upside. But for now, at least at the time of recording this video, while the price is below these lines of resistance, we still have to consider the possibility of another rejection. With that being said, here on the 3-day Ethereum chart, we still have these macro bullish signals forming right now. And these signals that I'm talking about is of course a reversal in the 3-day RSI going into a new uptrend, and also a bullish cross in the 3-day MACD. And the last couple times that we have seen this on the chart was back in early October. And obviously that led us into a further uptrend in the price of Ethereum, and also back at the end of July last year. And you can also see what came next in the price of Ethereum after that. So basically, we have these signals here, which means that Ethereum is prepped, ready to go back to the upside. The only thing we're waiting on now is a break out of this price range, as I just said earlier. And now taking a quick look at the percentage of Ethereum short positions on the Binance exchange and the Bybit exchange. And over the past couple days, nothing much has happened over on Bybit, but on Binance, we have seen an increase in short positions relative to long positions, which basically means there's still a decent amount of people that are still willing to short Ethereum even after seeing the recent bullish price action. So that technically gives the price more room to the upside later on, because eventually when the short positions come to close again, that would add buying pressure on the price of Ethereum, similar to what we saw back in October last year, also like what we saw back in August last year, and like what we saw at the end of 2020 leading into the beginning of 2021. Now taking a quick look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, because we are running into an important level of support coming in at around 0.066 Bitcoin per Ethereum. So basically, Ethereum against Bitcoin right now is in a deciding moment. And for the beginners out there, if Ethereum bounces on this chart, that basically means Ethereum would be outperforming Bitcoin. But if we see a break below that importance level of support that I just mentioned, then that would mean that Ethereum is underperforming against Bitcoin. So Bitcoin would be outperforming Ethereum. And one of the reasons why Ethereum has been dropping against Bitcoin recently is because of the Bitcoin dominance rising. And only just over the past 1 to 2 days, we saw another pump to the upside in the Bitcoin dominance, which is getting really close to invalidating this previous bearish divergence that we looked at on the chart. And like I said yesterday, if the daily RSI for the Bitcoin dominance confirms a breakout to the upside and starts putting in a new higher high, then that would essentially cancel out this bearish divergence. And if that happens, obviously we could see the Bitcoin dominance continue to increase, which would be technically a bearish signal for the overall altcoin market. But just zooming out a little bit further, we are getting close to this importance line of resistance, which is coming in at around 45.2 42% Bitcoin dominance. And of course, I'll continue to keep you updated on this chart in these videos. But now taking a quick look at what has been happening in the stock market, and today in the S&P 500 index, it has been a red day at least so far, but nothing too major. Technically speaking, we still have this daily bullish divergence, which has confirmed, and we also have the S&P 500 still holding above these importance lines right here. This first support line is coming in at around 4290, and the second support line is coming in at around 4220. So as long as the S&P 500 index can remain above some of those support lines that I just mentioned, then honestly, we're not looking too bad here, especially while we have this bullish divergence potentially still playing out. And the same thing goes for the Nasdaq 100 index on the daily time frame as well. We still have that same bullish divergence, but I want to make it clear that even though we have some of these bullish patterns in the stock market, we haven't confirmed a reversal just yet, because we're technically still forming lower highs and lower lows, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, if you found this video useful or simply enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on any of these important updates that I post every single day. And also, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure you're checking out one of these uploads just here, because both of these videos show you different ways to make more money in the crypto market, whether or not prices are going up or down. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.